So we've been talking a lot about financial aid appeals over the last few weeks, and you may be wondering, how likely am I to actually get more money? So here are the things that we've learned based on our experience about what makes it more or less likely that your appeal will be successful. The first is that public colleges tend to have less flexibility. They may have oversight of their financial aid practices, and they may be more concerned than a private school about being consistent across students in how much money they give out. Large universities also have fewer resources dedicated to managing an in-depth process or conversation with one student, whereas a smaller school might be willing to spend a little bit more time with you to understand more about your situation. So if you're looking at appealing to a big state school, just know that you may have to work a little bit harder to find the right person and meet their process. The second thing to know is that very selective institutions like the Ivy League and other colleges that don't tend to give merit scholarships have very detailed and financial formulas about how they give out their financial aid. Many of these colleges will use the CSS profile, and so they'll have a lot of information about your finances already. It's pretty unlikely that you'll be able to persuade them that their award is mistaken unless you've had big changes since you filed the FAFSA or the CSS profile. The most likely type of school to listen and honor an appeal are colleges that are smaller and private colleges. And that is because those tend to be more reliant on tuition revenue. Every student matters more because they have small class sizes. And so those schools just tend to be the most likely to work with you on an appeal if the initial offer is not viable for your family and your situation. My biggest takeaway is that you should, before you sit down and write the letter and spend all that time, call the financial aid office or call the admissions office or whoever your contact is at the university, and ask them about their financial aid appeal process, and then listen to what they say. If they really come back and say, we don't have that, we don't do that, that's never going to happen to you, it never hurts to ask and you can continue the process, but pay attention to the signals that they're sending you. If they do have a process, you should absolutely follow it to the letter as closely as you can. And then follow our tips so that your appeal is the most successful it can be and that it's a good reflection of your situation. Good luck.